right, so we're going to turn on the heat, let that start heating up. Now these are all the vegetables. I put them on and plated them on here. We have button mushrooms, snow peas, red onions, bok choy, bell pepper, and yellow squash. Now we're going to put some marinated chicken. It's chicken marinated in teriyaki. Put a little bit of, we're going to go with sesame oil. About a teaspoon of sesame oil. We're going to put it in the pan. Okay, now as that's cooking, I've made a slurry, cornstarch and water. About a tablespoon for about this much water. And I made some stock. Fresh stock is better. Now, I'm not adding salt to this. You saw I added some pepper. I'm not adding salt to this because I'm going to use the soy sauce as a salt. So that's all ready to go. Now the marinade actually had a little bit of powdered ginger and a powdered garlic. Not salty because we don't want to over salt it. When this gets close, we're going to put the stock in. We're going to push back the vegetables. It's only going to be another minute. We're going to push back the vegetables. We're going to put in the garlic and ginger, which is right here. It's already mixed, already ground, already ready to go. Put that in there. We'll saute that. Well, first we'll push the vegetables back. Put a little bit of sesame oil in. Put a little bit of sesame oil in the center. We'll saute this just to get the rawness out. The reason why we're not putting it in now is because garlic especially will take on a bitter sort of flavor when it's brown. You don't really want to brown the garlic too much. Now, the ginger out of it. So that is pretty close. I don't know if you can see this, but this is starting to look really good. That's what you want. It's little brown bits in it. All right. Now that is ready. So take another minute, or maybe 30 seconds or so. It really doesn't take very long. It's going to take just a minute. Actually, you know what? I'll do this one more time. I'm actually going to start to push this back now. And I'm going to put a little bit of, I'm going to turn down the outside flame. So now there's only a flame in the center. So there's a little bit of sesame oil. And I'm going to put some garlic and ginger right in there. Quite a bit. That's going to be a very strong flavor, but I really like that. So that's already browning. Push that away. We want to deglaze the pan with some stock. All right. Now Now we want to taste this. First, we're tasting for sweet. It's a little bit sweet, and the vegetables are definitely sweet. So we want to add a little bit of cider vinegar with the edge. That's probably going to be enough. And we want to add a little bit of salt flavor, so we are going to add a little bit of soy. Now we're going to mix it, taste it. A little bit more stock. You can stand for a little bit more salt, which is the soy. We don't need to add salt. We want to add something that's already salty, bring something to the party, and maybe just a little bit more vinegar. All right, so we want to crank it back up because we're going to thicken. We're going to thicken that. We thicken it with just the tiniest bit of slurry, which is just cornstarch. Splash. You can already start to see it thicken. I turn down the outside ones again. I just want to see it thicken. Let's see. Thickening, thickening, thickening. All right, there it is. Now you see it's really getting thick now. There we go. Now we'll mix it all together. Shut this off. Now, we still have to heat up the rice, which is right. It's right here. Grab one of these. We still want to heat this up. I have a microwave, but I'm doing this as if you're in the middle of nowhere. So, what I have here is a vegetable pouch. Oop, that's not the vegetable pouch, right? Here we go. Found it. Okay. I made a little pouch. Just fold it over some foil, crimp the edges so that it'll stay in there. So I can open it up nice and wide. Now, that's in there. Close the top, crimp it. Now this will stay nice and warm, but just to make sure, I'm going to put it in this bag, close it. I'm going to stay nice and warm. Put a little bit of stock in the bottom of the pan. Heat it up again. Okay, now we're going to take this rice. Alright, now, this is the same as taking rice that you cook by itself, but these are already in containers. We'll be using these a lot. It really is helpful. It's just the amount that you need for a serving, and it's already cooked. All you have to do is heat it up, and it actually will still have a nice texture, unlike minute rice. I don't use minute rice, I use this stuff. The minute rice is actually overcooked. It's like dehydrated or something. I'm not really sure what's up with it. Alright, so we're going to break up that brick. Go. Now, stock, help to steam it a little bit, and it also adds some flavor. But we might as well add, where's that pepper? No. We'll add some teriyaki to this. That's already warm and ready to go. We'll add a little bit of teriyaki flavor. And that's it. That is ready. So now we're going to get a plate. I'm going to go get a nicer plate. nicer paper plate. And we're ready. We are ready to plate. There it is. So, plate. Just take the rice. That here. See the steam? It is plumb warmed. Okay. Now, you want to just mix it around there so it's nice and even. Now we go and take that little packet you made. It smells like super hot, it's almost burning my hands, which is exactly what we want. Open it up, and then one side, we're basically going to make a little pour spout. There it is. Now we are going to garnish. A little bit of sesame seed. You don't have to if you don't want to. It also tastes really good if it's toasted sesame seed. And that's it. That is it. Now let me get a taste of this. I should have a fork somewhere. This will work. Let's dry that off. Take a taste. Absolutely perfect. Now, you saw the equipment I had. You can bring this literally anywhere. So you could be having this on the top of a mountain, next to a stream, in a field, anywhere you wanted to have a picnic, anywhere you wanted to hike. Instead of bringing just hamburgers and hot dogs to go camping, you can bring this.